Hey, yo, what's up? It's Thursday. You know what that means. It's Rumor and Innuendo. I'm Dominic D'Angelo of Studio1Sports.com, and I'm here with Mr. Robert Karpelis, WWE underscore creativish on X. Did I screw that up? I screwed it up, didn't I? Robert,
You
how
did.
are you?
You absolutely screwed it up. It's only been, 2.5 years of doing this thing. You're doing just fine. I couldn't tell if you were frozen or you were just looking out the window.
I was just looking.
Was there an interesting squirrel?
No,
Bird,
no.
bird that caught your eye?
I was ashamed that I had messed up your X handle. That's why. I had to look away. Disgusting.
Say hi to the folks joining us here in the chat. Maddie, Mr. Marijuana says, "Was up?" You put the fire emoji up. What am I supposed to read emojis now? Is that the world we're living in?
Fire.
No, I am not a Beavis and Butthead person. Can't.
No. Oh, neither was I. Never.
You just did. You just dropped it, which is so weird because big like Mike Judge guy in terms of Office Space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love Office Space, and I like King of the Hill too.
King of the Hill was fine. It was a little slow for my taste, but Beavis and Butthead, just for whatever reason, just got under my skin. Was never a big fan of it.
Damn it, Bobby.
Also found it, Bobby. Anyway, yeah, it's don't know why it's one of those things I can randomly do. It's just that word, and that's about it. Joseph Wade Walter says, "Morning, Rumorheads." Cammy Star says, "After morning, guys." Wrestling Old Head says, "Good after morning, everyone. Do you think Kevin Knight is a bit too soon for a main event on pay-per-view? Okada was right there." Yes.
We'll talk about that. Yes.
Well, we will definitely talk about it. Dre Owen says, "Hello, RNI. Did AEW spoil their next pay-per-view by announcing Omega versus Ospreay at All In?" Yes. We are living in a bizarre world where Dynamite was pointless and also detrimental to the future build of the company. So what an episode. Why do you not have sleeves? There's no way that shirt was initially offered without sleeves.
Oh no, yeah, I cut them off. This is a gym. I didn't get to go to the gym today. I meant to. Time ran past me, so I'm back here.
So you're just dressed like you're going to the gym.
Yeah, even though
didn't actually go to the gym.
Yeah, to not.
I also love that your gym attire and your "I'm a background actor in Rent" attire, same feeling.
Absolutely,
there is a very mid-90s bohemian situation going on with you over there. I'm in a very mid-90s.
Tim Cornette insulted me as too. He said I was like trapped in the early 90s in a basement.
I've been in a very early 90s, mid-90s mood. It was talked about this on Working Stiff, which is in your inbox. I'm assuming you'll upload it momentarily, if not already. That I was listening to the Bill Simmons podcast, and they were talking about She's the One, 1996 Ed Burns movie.
Ooh.
And
I don't know that one. I like Ed Burns.
This is the second film. This one I got into it with Scott, but an all-star cast of Ed Burns is very good at casting female leads. And in 96, Jennifer Aniston, Cameron Diaz, Amanda Peet, Leslie Mann.
What?
And the female lead was his girlfriend, who really only did Brothers McMullen and this. Dude, he had an Attitude Era main event lineup.
Now, is it a good movie?
It's not a bad movie. It's a pretty good. I'm very much in the pocket for mid-90s heavy dialogue. I was having this conversation with my daughter. It was like, she was like, we saw the Letterboxd, like, what your 4 films are or whatever it was, and what movies you would lean to. Because last night, for whatever reason, on one of the MGM channels, it was like my brain programmed this. It was Adventureland, followed by Clerks, followed by Chasing Amy, followed by Swingers. Like that is a marathon right there. But like Kicking and Screaming, the 95 Noah Baumbach film, that is an all-timer for me. This movie, not bad.
All right, but I gotta make a list here, Robert, of some of these.
You gotta make it. You gotta be like Jericho.
Mm-hmm. Oh gosh, yes. We'll talk about him too. The Painmaker.
It's a good thing Jericho wasn't on Dynamite last night.
Well, the Painmaker.
Ciampa is feuding with some guy named the Painmaker. Don't know who that guy is. There's no way that's Chris Jericho, because that would just be insanely embarrassing. Wrestling Old Head dropping Reality Bites.
Oh,
Singles, anything with Kevin Smith, anything with Parker Posey. Reality Bites has John Mahoney, who's also in Beautiful Girls. I'm sorry, Beautiful Girls, who's also in She's the One.
oh my goodness.
Singles, fine Cameron Crowe motion picture right there. Yeah, but Reality Bites, Winona Ryder, tremendous. Also, have you seen Reality Bites?
No, I haven't.
See, I can't give the insight. Yes, Kevin Smith went like 4 for 4 in the first. I love Mallrats. I don't care.
All right.
Parker Posey in Kicking and Screaming.
How about that too? Jeez.
In The Day Trippers, which is a fine film.
My
Greg
goodness.
Matola, who did Adventureland. It's all full circle.
This is all connected. It's all
Yes, Greg Matola, who also did Superbad.
How can we connect these Kevin Smith films and late '90s films to AEW Dynamite, Robert?
Well, in Dogma, there was a giant poop monster, and I think the giant poop monster booked this card. These matches were we could have done the preview for Dynamite yesterday, and I would have gone 5 for 5.
Yeah. Well, Robert, it kicked off with Cope and Cage, your tag team champions. They went up.
Oh no! It kicked off with Will Ospreay training with the Death Riders, including Garcia and Yuta, and
Under their tutelage.
Under the tutelage. He's so Ospreay preparing for this world title match in there with the battle hardened Danny Garcia and Wheeler Yuta. You're really building confidence, and then Garcia and Yuta mop the floor with Cope and Christian. Wait, no,
Led
sorry.
by example.
They lose to Cope and Christian. Dom, do you have any idea how many people are on the All Elite Wrestling roster? It's a cast of thousands.
I would have guessed maybe like 140.
It is a cast of thousands. You didn't need to put these two guys out there to immediately make them look like goofs.
Mm-hmm.
To then have the Dogs come out along with the dastardly heel group known as the Death Riders, who were then saved by the Bang Bang Gang.
Look, Robert, I want to learn under Daniel Garcia and Wheeler Yuta just anything. I think they can teach me everything about life too.
They can teach you about life, and that we're almost at like Kierkegaard level of like the meaninglessness of existence and life. I don't understand any of this here, but we're now in a world where Cope and Christian are feuding with the Dogs, who are aligned with the Death Riders, who are with Will Ospreay. Therefore, they're feuding with the Don Callis family.
Oh boy, I'm very confused.
I made the case as to why it should have been MJF beating Kenny Omega. This show, triple stamp to double stamp.
Well, yes, I think. I mean, let me say this. I think Cope and Cage look good. Can I say that at least?
Yeah. I think for their retirement tour, they're doing great. It's always nice to see Edge and Christian, Cope and Christian, whatever it is, and I can't wait to watch them versus the Young Bucks at All In.
Ooh, yes. Hey, could you wait to see Andrade El Idolo taking on Mr. Jake Doyle to earn that shot at the coveted TNA National Championship held by who?
Mark Diggs.
Dunkzilla. Yes, Dunkzilla. Which always makes me think of Dunkaroos, by the way.
Was never allowed to have Dunkaroos as a kid.
Neither was I.
No, that was like that. It's like the Holy Grail.
Yes.
That's like, all right, you want a pack of Marlboro Reds? That's fine. But we're not getting you Dunkaroos. That's a bridge too far.
You're gonna die if you Dunkaroos.
Those are bad for you. But here's camels were big back then, I guess.
Kangaroos, Robert, please.
Kangaroos?
Yeah, on Dunkaroos.
I'm talking about Camel cigarettes.
Oh, like Joe Camel.
Name other cigarette brands out there.
Big Joe
Andrade
Camel.
beat Doyle.
Mm-hmm.
Shocker. To now go face Mark Davis. Kids, there is a world where this would have been Andrade challenging MJF at this upcoming pay-per-view for the AEW World Title. And instead, he's going to be taking on Mark Davis for the 13th most important title in AEW.
Maybe 14th.
I don't know. Which one does Nakazawa have? Exactly. Next segment. Good Lord.
What are your thoughts, real quick, on Teddy Grahams, Robert? They were great.
Teddy Grahams weren't bad. I didn't love that they had different poses.
No, that was your gripe?
It's a weird, like, you're already anthropomorphizing this, but now it's like there's something just very weird about it. And then the kids that took too much pleasure in like biting the head off the Teddy Graham first.
You know, that kid, he had to be put in some sort of juvenile delinquent.
Yes, you know who that kid would have grown up to be? He would have been the set designer for this Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks segment.
You didn't like the Big Omega?
I joked with Scott that it looked like a chuppah. I thought they were going to get married. I thought we were going to have a wrestling wedding.
Oh, man.
This was so much dumb packed into one segment. So the Young Bucks, who have not really been on television for the better part of the year, not that I'm complaining, have now wormed their way back in.
Max and Jeremy, but in honor of TNA, Dark Side.
Yeah, no, I know what you're doing. That was just a general sigh of haughty derision. They swapped out the Triple B for the regular title, which looks exactly the same.
I couldn't tell no difference.
That is the Jenna Fisher from The Office. They're the same.
That's it. Yeah.
Osprey comes out. Kids. It was very How I Met Your Mother. I'm very Bob Saget at the moment. When I had said keep the title on MJF, the idea was this dastardly heel, you got to take that title away from him so that when Osprey comes out there and is like, bruv, I'm going to win this for Queen and Country. I'm going to rip your heart out. I'm going to save this company. The audience is going to go, yeah. Instead, he comes out there with Kenny Omega and he's like, I like you. You like me. We're going to reference Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Nerd stuff.
Nerd stuff.
Don't like it. Then
I get it. You're Wolverine.
Kevin Knight comes out to try to redeem a coupon that had already been expired. He walked into a Fridays and was like, I have this coupon for Shoney's. I got this Ruby Tuesday gift card. You guys still accept Ruby Tuesday gift cards, right?
Right. Are
there Fridays still anymore? I don't even know.
Oh, yeah. I just ate on Fridays like last month.
None of this shocks me. I miss Fridays. Those were great back in like the early 90s.
They're not that good anymore. I'm just telling you, Robert.
I feel like once they started doing like the Jack Daniel's sauce, like everything was sticky. Like the menu was always sticky.
Yes.
I don't do sticky. I don't do messy. Kevin Knight doesn't do waiting.
That's a segue, Robert. Did you want to? I thought you were
Kevin Knight doesn't do waiting because I needed Jack Daniels to get through this segment. No. Anyway, Kevin Knight comes out to say, hey, I was promised this title shot. You should give me the title shot. Kenny makes a salient point in the, I get why you joined the Don Callis family because I did it, but I still believe there's goodness in you. Yeah. But fear not, because Darby Allin comes out and he's like, nah, he's a real piece of crap. And then the Don Callis family comes out. And then the dastardly heels, the Death Riders, battle back the Don Callis family after Osprey makes a save. I don't know what's going on in pro wrestling on any company. None of this makes sense. This is such a simple equation. You have a good guy. You have a bad guy.
Yes.
People want to hate the bad guy. They want to cheer the good guy. They want to pay their money that they're not spending at Fridays to watch the bad guy get his comeuppance. And instead, it's babyface Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. It's babyface Cody Rhodes, CM Punk. It's babyface Will Ospreay, Kenny, by God, Omega.
Yes. Look, I stopped I was watching this and I stopped at the end of like the confrontation between Kevin Knight and Kenny, and I was like, that's not bad. All right, whatever, you know. And like I thought Kevin Knight sounded great, like great on the mic. I think
He's
that was
fine,
my
but
big.
he's like he's nowhere near ready for this spot.
No, I
So
agree. I agree.
it's a total placeholder filler situation.
Pointless. Pointless.
Again, the pitch that I had made here, kids, was if Kenny would have lost, hit that match, and he's not allowed to challenge for the title anymore, and their next pay-per-view is in Canada, this could be the I don't know how many matches I got left. I don't know how many chances I get to wrestle in front of my hometown or my home country in Canada. Give me the best match you can. Give me Kazuchika Okada. And all of a sudden you got Omega Okada, Andrade MJF. Pretty stacked show. Instead, getting Kenny Omega versus the Jet, Kevin Knight.
On what we know it's going to happen.
Who's not as important to the Don Callis family as Kyle Fletcher.
Nope. Who took on Commander, Robert.
Commander. Well, we haven't gotten there yet. So we got Brodito versus Nick Camarado and Aaron Solo. Why is Nick Camarado not like part of the Don Callis family? He's got a good look. He's unique enough physical individual. Must be a terrible hang.
He's not that good on the mic.
As a member of the Don Callis family, you don't have to be a good on the mic. You're basically just one of the foot soldiers as you're wearing your Ninja Turtle shirt.
Right, party down.
He's just a body.
Mm-hmm.
You already got Archer. You already got Brian Cage. And Doyle and Davis. Just another big jacked up dude. Instead, they fed him to Brodito. And then in the back, they walked by Kyle Fletcher, and that was enough to unlock Blood Feud.
That's right.
Here it is. Kyle will not stand for this. This besmirchment of being handed a piece of paper. This is a company where a dude burned another dude's house down, and then during their match stabbed each other in the face with needles and syringes.
That whole thing.
But here, you handed me a piece of paper. Perhaps it wasn't recycled paper, and that's what he's upset about. Perhaps the font enraged him. It could have been Comic Sans. Helvetica. They could have unlocked the gates to Helvetica. By the way, as part of the Don Callis family, you know who was there? Who did we name check yesterday? Hechicero.
Oh my God, he's back.
Hechicero, you say his name and he appears. I believe in Hechicero.
Yes.
Dude, I popped so hard when Hechicero showed up. I'm like, yep, somehow I am secretly booking AEW. I'm not. I would not put on a show this bad. Commander took on Kyle Fletcher. Not a bad match. Nobody in Boston, Massachusetts thought for a second that Kyle Fletcher was going to lose to Commander.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. And then after the match, we're going to El Grande Americano territory where he's trying to rip off a luchador's mask. And because what we saw earlier, obviously the person to make the save, to save this other luchador was Takeshita.
Yes.
Takeshita, who's already got his bags packed as he flies for the G1. Like he was
That's what it really felt like.
He was literally on his way to the airport in Boston.
Oh shit, I gotta go.
And he's just like, pull over here. I must go run in. And then Okada shows up. And then we get a Brodito run in. And I'm going, oh man, we are going to get Brodito versus Fletcher and Okada. Fear not, we're not. We're getting Kyle Fletcher versus Bandito in a singles match.
Oh joy. Should be good. I would much rather see the other.
Kenny Omega and Darby Allin are hanging out in the back. And Kenny's all like, I think Kevin Knight could be a good guy. And Darby's like, nah. And then Moxley popped up. And people are what they are. I think that was part of his wedding vows to Renee.
You think?
Do you promise to love, honor, and cherish her? Yeah, I am what I am. I'm Jake Roberts Popeye. Renee, where's the spinach?
Come on.
Let's telegraph even further what's going to happen here. You got him earlier in the show basically telling Ospreay, you're going to have to kill Kenny Omega. And then him telling Kenny Omega, like, you know, people are who they are. I I am worried that Jake Roberts is going to turn on the Ultimate Warrior as Warrior trains for his match at Papa Shango. I don't think
No.
this is going to end well for anybody.
No, Robert, that could not happen.
Brian Cage, who spent months rehabbing an injury,
Yes.
was featured this summer in a Steven Spielberg movie.
And special guest on RVD with me and RVD.
What? When?
Oh, this was like a couple months ago.
Oh, okay. Months ago. Yeah. His reward for coming back gets beat by Darby.
It's a fun match, though.
It's a fine match. Kind of pointless. But I'm like, they're gonna save it. We got a solid main event. And then it's like this main event starting at like 10:15. It's the Divine Dominion and Mercedes Moné versus Willow Nightingale, Maya World, and Hyan.
Your thoughts? We weren't familiar with Hyan.
Oh, we're familiar with Hyan now. She's the other person in this match.
Okay. I had no idea why this was the main event until I realized, oh, Mercedes Moné's from Boston. But that was it, right? That was the only reason to put it on the end?
I couldn't tell you why this match happened. I couldn't tell you why this was the main event. None of it. This literally was just a thrown together 2 hours and change of Dynamite because they're in that pocket. They're in the sweet spot of we know we have a show coming up in All In. We got to get through this other show in advance. So throw some stuff out there. Dre Owens brings up that I should buy the How You Know shirt. That was the highlight of Dynamite for me. When Andrade came out in a How You Know shirt, I went, oh my God, are they actually going to try to make some money on this product? Are they actually going to, deliver?
It's a good looking shirt too.
It was. But that's Andrade. And Andrade, he's wearing that shirt. He's a ladies' man. He knows what the fans want. He knows what women want, what women need. You know what they need, Dom? They need stability. They need reliability. Andrade can be their rock with Blue Chew.
Yes.
Blue Chew is not just sponsoring this podcast. They are sponsoring your bedroom performance. She's not going to be left saying, how you know. She's going to be saying, how did it take you so long to pick up the phone, to go to the website and order you some Blue Chew Gold? We've got a special deal for our listeners right now. When you buy 2 months of Blue Chew Gold, you get the third for free with promo code RUMOR. That's promo code RUMOR. You'll also receive an additional 10% off plus free overnight shipping with your first order. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this episode of Rumor and Innuendo. Dom, that was Dynamite. It was nice of them to just kind of phone it in for us this week. And we'll have more exciting things to talk about tomorrow as we gear up for a big SmackDown. It's the go-home SmackDown for Saturday night's main event. I'm sure Dom will scour the internet dirt sheets for some fun news stories. And by then, I would have probably watched the final episode of Dark Side of the Ring TNA story. I'll probably have some thoughts on that. So you can catch us at noon Eastern tomorrow, as you can every Monday through Friday on a plethora of platforms, including the WW Creative _ish episode X account. You know what it was? Because I saw Devin Dowling's episode thing talking about Big Brother. No, I'm on a Big Brother blackout for the next several weeks. We'll not be starting the show for a while.
No spoilers.
We respect that here. You can also catch this show at the @Dominic D'Angelo X account, the @Essie Scoops X account, and on YouTube on Podcast Heat and Studio One Sports. So on behalf of the guy who definitely goes to the gym, Dominic D'Angelo, I'm Robert Karpelis. Best of luck in your future endeavors.
Every gosh darn day, Robert. You better believe it.